Hey everybody, welcome to part 55 of our Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Interactive Theater Mode playthrough. So the last few episodes, some absolutely crazy stuff has been going on. It all really started when Maleficent showed up in the Daybreak town, which was revealed to be the Data Daybreak town. Eventually she made her way into the lifeboat chamber. The lifeboats we've seen before. We actually saw it all the way back in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix in the Hollow Bastion section of the World Terminus. And then we finally saw it again in Melody of Memory, and we know that's how Kairi went from Radiant Garden / Hollow Bastion to Destiny Islands. It's safe to assume that Xehanort's version was completed, since Kairi made it to a world where there would be no medium and nobody would possibly have any memory of her because she never lived there. So anyway, so Maleficent, after seemingly defeating Lauriam in battle, I'm sure the darkness also had something to do with that. She was able to use the lifeboat to escape back to the real world, which we found out in the last quest we did has triggered the sealing of Daybreak Town. We finished up our adventures in the Candy Kingdom just in time to get back to Daybreak Town, the Data Daybreak Town, to face off against one of the darknesses. Now, Lauriam and Ven are really having a worse day than anybody else right now, because Lauriam has been looking for his sister Strelitzia. As far as we know, she was killed by Ven, but not really by Ven because the darkness was possessing Ven's body. But Lauriam tried to attack Ven. It was just crazy. I mean, you guys all saw what happened, but at the end of it all, Ven finally woke up, went Ultra Instinct, and vaporized the Darklings that were swarming him with a single shot. After we finally found out that Ven is the one the Darklings are looking for, which is even more curious. Ven then announced that he is pure light, the equivalent to the pure darkness. Said that he was going to transform the darkness into a form that could be defeated. And then we saw the Master of Masters talking to another of the darknesses, saying something very interesting, that something he saw in the future is a world even he couldn't conceive. And again, I am pretty sure that he is talking about Quadratum, since we do see him in Quadratum at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Anyway, with all that said, with everything that's been happening the last few episodes, this is the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Let's Play finale. We will be covering quest number 978, which is only a series of cutscenes, and quest 979, the final quest with the final battle, some more cutscenes, the ending, the epilogue, and such and such. Naturally, we are back in Daybreak Town to bring this game to a close. And bear with me a moment, because once again my recording program decided it wants to record itself instead of the game. Alright, so here we are. Alright, so I figured I'd show the opening screen and the hub screen one more time, since this is the last episode of this Let's Play. Alright, so let's go ahead and do our Quest tab. Alright, so like I said, our last episode ended with us fighting against the darkness, well, one of the darknesses. And now we move on to quest 978. You'll notice here it says theater. There is no enemy. And this is quest number 978, what comes after. Here we go. I hope everything's okay. I'm sure it is. Laurium knows it wasn't Ven's fault, right? Should we check on them? No. Laurium said everything was fine. Alright. Do you really think the world is going to end? I'm not sure. There's a lot we don't know. About this world, the Keyblade Masters, darkness. Yeah. But think back to what Master Ava taught us. That when this world is shrouded in darkness, it'll just go to sleep. I remember that. It's not much, I know, but it's enough to keep me from giving up hope. I played a part in bringing the Dandelions together, so I have a responsibility to save everyone. And I'm going to try my best to do that. It's not your responsibility alone. But whatever you do decide to do, you have our support. I want you to know that. Thanks for always being there, Skuld. Oh, hi there. I'm sorry, Ventus. I know it wasn't your fault. I just needed someone to blame. Darkness is so abstract. My anger needed a simple, tangible target. Selfish of me, I know, but some emotions are too much to bear. Tell me, is darkness really gone? Or has it become a part of you, just like you said? If it has, then Hatred, anger, and sadness. That's exactly what they want. You have to let it go. What happened to my kind and loving brother? Strelitzia! Laurium, someone's here to see you. Who? Elrena? What are you doing here? Well, I thought you should know. It's about Strelitzia. Chirithy claims to have seen her. What? You saw my sister? Where? Maybe it wasn't her, but a few days ago. I spotted someone who looked an awful lot like her headed toward town from the hill, and she wasn't alone. She was with someone in a black coat. But how? We can't be sure of anything yet, but it's definitely an interesting piece of information. A black coat could only mean one of the Keyblade Masters. Most likely. Both the Master of Masters and Lushu fit the description. But the Master shouldn't be here, even if this were the real world. Wait a minute. Maybe. What is it? Do you remember why this data world was created? As a backup of the real one. Right. To save the world as it was before the Keyblade War. That means Strelitzia's data must be stored here too. Really? I thought this place was just a copy of the world, not its people. Besides, if everyone's data was brought over, shouldn't there be versions of us here too? Yup. Our data should be here as well. Could be that it's still locked up and hasn't been touched yet. Think about it. Elrena saw a glitched version of Strelitzia. If what Chirithy says is true, maybe her data is here and someone managed to access it. I don't understand. Why Strelitzia? And if her data does exist, does that mean we can bring her back? I don't know. Who would do something like that? As far as we know, all of the Masters are gone. We'll probably have more luck finding answers in the real world. About that, if what Darkness said was true, we should be able to use a lifeboat in the basement to get back. But if that's somehow linked to the end of this world, we don't have time to think about that now. Come on, let's go to the basement. Would you mind carrying Ven? Not at all. I don't know who you sent, but there are 5 left. Who will they go to? You didn't read that part of the book? It wasn't of any interest to me. So what is then? Expansion. I don't get you. Nor we you. You spent time grooming these wielders, only to trap and leave them behind in the data world. Why? Dunno. Who knows what the Master of Masters is thinking? And yet you follow him. Why not? I may not know the reasoning behind everything he does, but I can guess. But you're not certain. Nope. But I am sure of one thing. He is not a fan of darkness. I see. That we understand. We're not fond of light either. So what's your brilliant plan? To spread throughout the data world using its signals. To accompany the Chosen One into the future, so I can lay claim to worlds not yet created. Right, expansion. So no matter what world or time I end up in, you'll be there too, huh? I don't think so. Oh? I thought you were told not to interfere. Yeah, to help the dandelions. But I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this for me. I am formless. You cannot destroy me. I know. Then why waste the effort? The longer you exist without a tangible form, the more your will fades. Darkness had form when the Master of Masters was a boy, right? You abandoned it to defeat light. That's when darkness became a whole. But then you realized that you couldn't maintain your will as one or as a whole. Which is why you still need a physical form. You call it infection and expansion, but you're just stealing the bodies of those with hearts. You act like it's this grandiose plan when it's actually kind of sad and pathetic. Silence! You never even figured out his real plan, did you? What? Let me ask you this. Besides you, there are 5 other shadows with individual will. I know at least one is in the data world. So where are the other 4? You're well informed. Yes, 6 of us remained after the war. After which we found ourselves in the data world. But you returned to the real world with the evil fairy. Meaning the rest are still there. Yes. Then you're the only one in my way. As you are in mine. I count 6. The evil fairy took the 7th. Oh, no, I did it again. Wrong character. The evil fairy took the 7th. But there are 7 of us. So we're short 1. 2. This one's broken. So we're down to 5. What should we do? We're running out of time. We need to decide who goes. But we're not the only dandelions. Yeah, what about the rest of the wielders? They'll go to sleep. Just like a computer in sleep mode. Sleep. Master Ava taught us that, remember? When all is shrouded in darkness, the world will fall into slumber. Right. The Master of Masters knew this would happen and created a backup of the world. A place to shelter and keep us safe. That's where we are. And if something causes this world to freeze, it can be rebooted and restored. The end of this world is nothing like the end of the real one. Like I said, sleep mode. So it's not this world we need to be worried about. Even if we use the lifeboat to get back, we'll have to use it again to go wherever it is that we need to go after. And who knows where that'll be? Is escape really the right answer? Whether we stay or go, it's a gamble. Right, but if no one goes back, then no one there will know what's happened here. There'll be no rescuing anyone left behind. And we can't let that happen. We Keyblade wielders need to live on. Ephemer and I should split up. Agreed. Brain, you should go back. Having you in the real world will give us the best chance to save the people here. Got it. I'm not a union leader or anything, so... Listen, the only way to make it out of this is to go back. We're the ones responsible for this whole situation in the first place. So you, Ven, and Player should go. Brain, Player, Elrena, and Ven each take one. Skuld, Lauriam, one of you should take the last. Lauriam, it's yours. What? If there's a chance you'll get your sister back, then you need to be there for her. Besides, you'll have a better chance of finding answers over there. You should take it. I don't deserve a spot. Yes, you do. You gave me hope for the first time since Strelitzia went missing. Help me find her, please. There's only one way out of here, and the seating's limited. For now. When I get back, I promise I'll find a way to save everyone here. Thanks. Alright, we don't have much time. Who's going? I'll stay. I'm not even a dandelion. I'm just here as your friend. So if you're staying, so am I. Player. Besides, I don't want to have to wait around for you again. I'm not leaving you two here. Well, why don't we save one for later? I might be able to find a way to rescue all three of you at once. You already have something in mind, don't you? Sure do. They don't call him Brain for nothing. Then it's settled. Lauriam, can you look after Ven? Hop in, Elrena. Brain, take care of everyone. Will do. Here, take it. But this is yours. It was meant for you. This too. I didn't end up using it. But if you're ever lost, don't hesitate to have a look. It'll help you when you need it most. I'll hold on to these for now. But as far as I'm concerned, they still belong to you. Master Ava entrusted them to you for a reason. I thought you'd be happy. Master Ava told me you've been wanting to read the book for a long time. Besides, I'm pretty sure she gave these to me knowing I would do just this. May your heart be your guiding key, Ephemer. Just like mine is for me. Thanks. I'll be back for you guys. player, are you sure about this? Yep. I'm right where I want to be. Be safe. Whew. Okay. So, I've seen theories about this and whatnot all over the place. As of when this quest was originally released at the time of this recording. Now, like I said, I didn't watch a lot of these end cutscenes the first time through just because I scrambled through the game to make sure that I was going to have access to them. I think it's I mean, we all know by now that this game, this franchise is infamous for like plot twists that you would not see coming, and when you think you have something figured out, there's something new thrown into the mix that we didn't see that changes it up. But I think it's a very, very solid bet that Luciu has used Strelitzia's data from this data world to set in motion her being reborn or revived, however you want to look at it, in the future in the real world. I mean, the Chirithy just said that it saw the figure in the white robe that looked like Strelitzia being, following Luciu. We know it's Luciu because the Master of Masters is gone at this point. And we saw Luciu put that white blanket, very similar to the one that Ventus was wrapped in the beginning of Birth by Sleep, into the pod. I mean, it could be a brand new character that we haven't even seen yet, because that would be like classic Namora at this point. But right now, it is a very reasonable theory that, as I said, Luciu has taken steps to bring Strelitzia back to life in the real world in the future. I mean, eventually we'll get new Kingdom Hearts games. Time will tell if I'm right or not. But, yeah. Luciu, meanwhile, is prepared to go toe-to-toe with another one of the Darknesses. And we just saw what happened with the Union leaders. So, I've already completed the quest once, so it's not going to have the question mark like some of the big quests usually do. So, I mean, it's going to be spoiled before we even start the quest, but here it is. Quest 979, the final battle, and the targets are Ephemer and Skuld. You'll see how it leads to this. This quest's cutscenes and the ending I have already seen, so you'll see how the game sets it up so that we end up fighting two of our best friends. It's I can't put words to it. Let's just get on with it. This is the final quest, after which we will see the ending, and then that will be the conclusion of our Let's Play for Union Cross. I suppose I could switch over to the all-speed build, but you know what? We have plenty of jewels. The counterpoint is easily the coolest looking Keyblade I have right now, because it's so far leveled up. Let's do it. The world is going to end? Haven't I told you, there's no way for us to win against the darkness? That's why we needed to use the time we had to get all those Keyblade wielders ready to pass the torch to the next generation. This world exists to nurture the dandelions, our little seeds of light, so they can be sown into the future, where they can stop the darkness. Then the sun will finally set on this duskless dawn. And our plan will have succeeded at last. I'll get started then. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. There's more? Like I said, we've been fighting the darkness for a long, long time. During this battle, darkness shed its form and began attacking our hearts instead of our bodies, claiming countless allies of mine along the way. But at some point, darkness realized that without form, they would eventually lose their individual will. Which brings us to now. Darkness has no form? From 7, all is fulfilled. From 13, chaos is born. As it states, darkness began as 13. Without form, they spread throughout and became a whole, the ones that continued to spread, and derived their own forms became the heartless, while those without forms developed individual will, and now the formless yearn to take over the bodies of those with strong hearts. Strong hearts. You can't destroy darkness if it has no form, which is why you need a vessel with a strong heart. That's where you all come in. Wait a minute. I know how it sounds, but believe me when I say that I didn't train you all just to turn you into vessels. I pushed you to become resilient. Resilient enough to withstand darkness even if it were to take over your hearts. This was your plan? This is war. Between people and something entirely different. You can't afford to get sentimental. You need to be pragmatic. I chose this fate for you because I believed you could bear it. Now, listen. There are 13 darknesses. Of those 13, we'll trap the most powerful 7 inside the hearts of each of us. We'll all go our separate ways and destroy the darkness wherever we end up. That's the true purpose of the Keyblade War. Is it really necessary for the unions to betray each other? Is the war the only way? It is. I used the passage in the book about the traitor to plant doubt inside all of you for darkness to feed on. For them to take the bait, we all need to harbor true, real emotions. And when emotions grow and clash, they'll get stronger. And eventually the 7 shadows will try to take over our hearts. And you want them to succeed? Yes. As for the remaining 6, 5 will feed on the Union leaders, and the last one will be trapped in this world. You can't do this. The sacrifice is too great. I told you not to let sentiment cloud your judgment. It's a tragedy when darkness takes over someone's heart. I know that all too well. because I've seen those that I cared about, my closest allies, drown in the darkness. This isn't some heroic tale about the battle between light and darkness. It's about honoring the dignity of those with hearts. Besides, I'm not planning on sacrificing anyone. I have a safety plan. May your heart be your guiding key. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. You are the key to the future. I'm counting on you, traitor Luciu. Any progress? Well, I tried looking for a way to get everyone back at once using the existing system, but it's not a viable option with the time we have. So that's it? There might be another way. Not for all of the Dandelions, but I think I can help Ephemer and the others at least. But before I do anything, I want you to hop back in the lifeboat. What? I need to work quickly to have a decent shot at this. But first, I'm going to get you out of this world. What's your plan? Return 2 of the pods to the data world. That way, the 3 of them will each have one. Will that work? Only one way to find out. Get in. Will you really be okay on your own? The only Union leader who can escape right now is you. Ephemer gave me this chance to keep hope and light alive, and now I'm passing it on to you. Let me do this. All right. I don't know where or when you'll end up, but keep your goal, your waypoint, etched in your heart. I will. I assumed people's data just didn't exist when I couldn't find my sisters. But I was wrong. It does. Then that will be the waypoint to guide you. I hope you get to see her again. I hope I get to see you again, too. May your heart be your guiding key. Brain! Who? So it's just you? Do you think they all got there safely? Of course. Brain's with them. Yeah, he's always got a plan. Unlike someone I know. Hey! I can't believe the world is ending. Yeah, it's so quiet. Guys? Guys? What? How? There are 4 of them? No need for alarm. We are not here to fight. We merely ask that you open our gate before you leave. Gate? Oh, yes. The darkness you fought must have told you our purpose. Infection. We will travel through portals and infect other worlds. And you thought we'd just agree to that? You have no choice. We overpower you. We could take over one of you here and now. You can open our gate of your own will, or out of regret and shame at losing a friend before your very eyes. I won't do it. Fools. Once this starts, get in the lifeboat. Huh? One of us needs to survive. Fools. What? This is why people cannot defeat darkness. Player, what's wrong with you? Stop! Player's heart has been lost to darkness. No! Player! He cannot hear you. Wait. Are you? I am formless. You cannot destroy me. I thought we dealt with you. Player. Open a gate, and he will be returned. No. I will handle this alone. Alright, as much as it pains me to do this, again, we have to see the ending. they most likely will go down on this turn. I mean, maybe not. Might take one more, but this is a nice, long, drawn-out battle, so we can sit here and feel horrible about fighting our two of our best friends. I mean, we've already seen some pretty some fights that were kind of gave us the feels as we were playing them, like having to fight Terra as Aqua when he was possessed by Xehanort more than once. Even back to when we had to fight the possessed Riku back in like Kingdom Hearts 1 final mix. The series is not afraid to put you against bosses that you feel horrible fighting, but it's got to be done. Alright, before I do the damage needed to end this, just a reminder, I held the Kingdom Hearts 3 base game and Remind ending and Melody of Memory in high regard, just because of like some of the pure shock value that we were hit with, and I consider this ending to be right up there, if not better, in terms of like, holy shit, did that really just happen? Like, that's insane. So, here we go. We're going to finish these two off and see what kind of mystery creating, heartbreaking ending Nomura has in store for us on this one. If only you'd gotten in the lifeboat. Stop, player. Let your hatred grow. It fuels us. No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So, it's just you? That's right. You are... Luciu, one of the Master of Masters' apprentices. Huh? Master Luciu? I thought you disappeared before the unions were created. None of that matters now. Tell me, are you a union leader? Yes, my name's Brain. And you're the only one here, I see. Where are the others? One escaped, but 2 are still in the data world. That makes 4. What about the 5th? Are they gone? Yes. I see. So that's yours then? No. 3 of my friends stayed behind in the data world. I'm going to send both of these there, and with the one they already have, they can all get back. Then what will you do? Stay here and stay alive as long as I can. I need to wake as many of the dandelions stuck in the data world as possible. Wake? Master Ava taught us that when a world becomes enveloped in darkness, it falls into slumber. It does. But the data world is different. How so? That world was built as a cage to entrap darkness. If it falls to darkness, that's it. No. And another thing. The lifeboat is incomplete. Whoever uses it needs 2 things at their destination. Someone with memories of them, and a vessel to occupy. Were you aware of that? More or less. Do you have a plan? Well, I'll figure it out, no matter how long it takes. You're pretty smart, aren't you? It's a shame this lifetime is the only one you've got. Ephemer. Let's go home. Well done. Using anger to get them to open our gate for us. Through this portal, we can access and infect countless worlds. It's time you rid yourself of that brittle human vessel, unless you wish to waste away along with it. Why are you laughing? I didn't think tricking you guys would be so easy. Are all of you this gullible? What? You don't have a physical form, but you need a key to unlock doors for you. Seems real inconvenient. Ephemer locked the gate back there. This one here is locked too. Looks to me like you have no way out. You... It was all an act? Took you long enough. How does it feel to be outsmarted? Why, you! Player. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to drag you into this too. They all made it out. What should we do, Ephemer? Let's take a look outside. We know that dark orb all too well. Skuld, it's way too dangerous out here. Let's go back inside. It takes so much time and effort to create, but only an instant to destroy. Come on. Okay. You are difficult to understand. You mean people? No, just you. Do you want to understand? It is important to understand your enemy. Is it important for darkness, or just you? All of us. A chessboard makes for a small world. Easy to understand, easy to control. Now imagine it expands slowly, one fairy tale at a time, without end or limit. No matter how large the world grows, no matter how many countless lives are spent expanding it, darkness spreads to every corner. It's kind of unfair, really. We can run and we can hide, but you always seem to stick with us every step of the way. We are friends, after all. I could use some time alone, you know? So where is it that you plan to run off to next? A new world. One that I can't even conceive. A world where neither light nor darkness rules. Where might that be? Do you know what sets people apart from other living beings? People want to believe in the future, even if they won't be around to see it. I want to believe too. Believe in a world beyond what we can imagine. A world of fiction. Fiction, not the data world. Nope. If you imagine hard enough, you can make anything a reality. Like I said, a world I can't even conceive. And that is... a place where voices and sight can't reach. A blank world. Skuld, get in. Thank you for being here, Ephemer. I'm glad I don't have to face the end alone. It's not over till it's over, Skuld. Right. Player. What's happening? We're connected to the hearts of our Keyblade wielders. When your heart disappears, so do we. And when you fall asleep, we become your protectors. Am I going to sleep too? That's up to you. I can choose not to. If you don't, your heart will simply melt into a new one. What is it? It's not over yet. Huh? Good night. May your heart be your guiding key. Where am I? You must be Brain. I am. Here. Just as I thought. Who are you? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. My name is Sigurd. Could you give me a moment? I need to make a report. Apologies for the wait. Come, I'll take you to our headquarters. Headquarters? What are you talking about? It was decided that you would escape Daybreak Town amidst its destruction and arrive here today, and that we would welcome you. It was decided? What do you mean? Allow me to explain once we get there. Wait, what about the others? Some of my friends escaped with me. You are the only one who arrived in this time. I realize this must all be very confusing. But if you would please come with me. Is that the original Keyblade Master and founder of this town, Scala ad Caelum? That is Master Ephemer. I know. He was a good friend. Wow. Just wow. So that is the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. We finally understand exactly what the Master's plan is to defeat all 13 of the original Darknesses. And it seems that while he does not want to sacrifice anybody, that he will stop at nothing to achieve that goal. But we have seen time and time again throughout this series of Let's Plays what the Darkness canon is willing to do. And without a doubt, there needs to be a final solution to stop it. So we saw Laurium wind up in Dwarf Woodlands, surrounded by flowers, symbolic of the powers that he gains once he becomes Marluxia. Same with Alrena, near Maleficent's castle, in the middle of a thunderstorm, symbolic of her gaining her lightning powers when she becomes Larxene. It's unclear exactly how long after the destruction of Daybreak Town Ephemer reappeared, or if his pod even jumped through time at all. He could have simply just floated up to the surface after Daybreak Town was destroyed, but whatever happened, he is the one who created Scala ad Caelum, where Brain now is an unknown number of years later. We saw that at some point in time, Luxu does use Brain's body as one of his several other forms that he mentioned at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Obviously, this is unconfirmed, but it's a pretty reasonable theory that Skuld is the mother of Xehanort. And what is all but confirmed is that when the player chose to melt into a new heart, that heart was Xehanort. So, as if we haven't seen enough variances of Xehanort, we've in a way been Xehanort this entire game, which is just like a complete mind flip. And let me see, let's make sure we're not forgetting anything here. No, I think that covers everything we just saw. So it stands to reason that, assuming I'm right about Skuld being Xehanort's mother, or at least the woman who was holding baby Xehanort, it would stand to reason that the true Dandelion, Strelitzia, would be Subject X, that Isa and Lee were trying to rescue from Ansem, apprentice Ansem Xehanort. Little experiments in the basement. I'm getting all sidetracked. Like, this is just... This ending got me. This ending got me really good. You know, in typical Kingdom Hearts Nomura fashion, we have answers to some questions we've been asking. We have questions. We have a lot of questions. We have answers to questions that we hadn't even thought to ask yet. And at the same time, this has opened up so many new questions that who knows how long we'll have to wait to get the answers for this time. Yeah. Wow. So, this is the end of our Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Union Cross Interactive Theater Mode playthrough. Let's just go back to the title screen for a second so I can talk about what comes next. So, Kingdom Hearts Dark Road, which is the story of Xehanort in his youth. As of the time of this recording, when this game shuts down, Kingdom Hearts Dark Road is scheduled to be unplayable until about the last notice that I saw was around September. They'll be releasing an updated version of the app again with Dark Road fully playable offline, with the remainder of the story unlocked. I'm not caught up on Dark Road yet, but I'll catch up to where it is before they shut it off temporarily. But I think it's up to like Quest 70 something right now, and what it is the story of Xehanort in his youth, along with Ericus and these 4 other characters you see on that tab. I have no way of being certain if they're going to allow you to replay all the quests when the offline app comes out. Dark Road may have to be a theater mode only Let's Play, just like the 358 Days Recoded and back cover from the remixes. But if the quests are replayable in Dark Road, I will do a full game playthrough, not just the cutscenes. If the cutscenes are all that I can do, then that's what I'll do either way. When the time comes that Dark Road is available in its entirety, we will cover that game as well. And I'm sure by that time we'll have announcements for a new game, maybe even a couple new games in the works. But for now, I mean, as I said, these recordings were done back before the game shut down. But as of right now, when you are seeing this video, this is the end of our Kingdom Hearts series Let's Play until Dark Road is fully playable to its end, and then whatever comes after that. Just, again, I mean, like I said, I've seen the ending once already, but having watched everything else from the last few quests, my mind is just blown at how much more the story has been opened up. But anyway, this is the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. I thank you all for watching. I hope everyone has enjoyed the journey so far, not just Union Cross, but everything from Kingdom Hearts Final Mix to now. And I will see you all again when it is time to cover the next game, Kingdom Hearts Dark Road. Thank you all for watching.